Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're here for the first time, welcome in. And for those who are subscribed, thank you for returning. I really appreciate you being here. I've got messages for the week for all our element signs. So it'll be earth, air, water and fire. I'm going to be using an oracle card, some tarot cards and a little inspiring message going out after that. I've got my cup of tea, grab yours and come join me. However, I want to just add a little message at the end of this. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. It helps me to grow as a channel and to bring you more content. And please subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you so much. I'll see you in your signs. Bye. Hello, Earth signs. Welcome in. Let us get your oracle card theme for the week. And then we'll go straight into your tarot and a little inspiration message to top it off one. So let's see what you've got. What does Earth signs need to hear for the week? What do they need to focus on? What does Earth signs focus for the week? What does Earth signs focus for the week? Let's take that one. You got Kuthimi. Can you see that nicely? Right. Kuthimi is an ascended master and he helps you with transformation. So let's see what your tarot cards say. You can see here he's got the world in his hands. He's looking straight at us, and all ascended masters have lived on earth before. So he's got this message for you this week of what you need to transform. So let's grab in I'm going to use a little Universal Celtic Tarot, my little mini ones. I'm actually going to put them further over that way so I can put my two tarot cards out. So what does Earth signs need to hear? What does Earth signs need to transform? What do they need to focus on this week so they can leave behind whatever they're not supposed to focus on? What does Earth signs need? So let's use those two. What have you got? You've got Five of Swords. Can you see that nicely? Yes. And you've got Four of Cups. Oh, this is a nice message for you. So what you need to transform is the way that you handle your battles. You either can face them head on and know that you're right, or you can be in it's sort of the energy of, you know what, I don't have to always be right. I can let that go. I can let somebody else think that they're right for once. It's very hard. That is very, very hard. But what Kuthumi is telling you is that, you need to take a seat at your own table, and you need to understand that not everything is about winning. Swords are about thoughts. So your thoughts are definitely on a high alert for people around you deceiving you, or not deceiving you. What's the word? Going against you. This is not a deception card. This is more going against you. So it's asking you to please pick your battles. That's the bottom line of this card. So for you to transform from that into the Four of Cups, the Four of Cups is looking at what is around you that is actually working. It's creating that space for yourself instead of being at somebody else's throat all the time, or looking at a situation where the person is probably saying wrong words to you and you just want to get on top of it and you want to be able to say the wrong words back, or that sort of tit for tat type of energy is in this Five of Swords. The Four of Cups is asking you to take some time, meditate maybe, or just take some time. If you don't meditate, that's fine. You can take some time with yourself to find out what emotionally it is that you can welcome in. Because this cup that he's holding is a welcome in. It's something that wants to come in, but because you're so you're so focused on these three cups that are not fulfilling you, and it could be people, it could be a job, you could be in a situation at work where you are fighting with everybody around you because they are not on the standard that you're working at, or they might be saying the wrong things to you, as I've said before. But this Four of Cups, your message coming in to transform is to find a new way of setting your emotions for that day. You must remember that all those people that are coming at you are on they're facing the same challenges you are mostly. So in other words, when you hear schoolroom earth, whatever coming at you is hard, and everybody's facing that. Everybody's on the same page of whatever's coming at them. They might be processing it differently to you, but they're also facing challenges just like you. So this is also a gratitude card, is for you to sit down, take a breath, see what's working for you so that more can come in, because something wants to come in for you. You've got an offer coming in for you that needs to come in, but you are so obsessed and focused on getting things right and winning, and yeah, maybe this energy is a little bit from coming in from what you've experienced before with people letting you down, and you have to stand your ground. So you can see he's standing his ground there, but there's in this Celtic tarot deck, this is a fairy coming in and saying, please pick your battles. It's not always good for you to be go and win. Sometimes you have to let people go and let situations go. So that Kuthumi message coming in for you is, try and transform yourself emotionally out of that, because you will give yourself a better week. You'll give yourself a better, when you wake up in the morning, you won't be thinking, how's that person going to attack me today? How's that person going to attack me today? And I know exactly what that means for you, Earth signs. It's not easy, because you're trying to defend yourself all the time in that situation. Yeah, so let's give you a nice positive outlook going forward. I'm using such a pretty, it's called Take What You Need deck. This is it here. So let's give you a nice encouraging message going forward, because it looks like that you might have come into this week not peaceful, put it that way. So let's have a look and see what you've got. I love that, and it actually fits right so in with your Five of Swords there. You have the power to unlock the truth of who you are, and you know, we in the tarot world, butterflies are transformation. This key is the key to transform you out of this situation that you're in. It's you have the power. So what it's saying is that, please, Spirit is saying to you today that you have the choice to stay in this zone. Try to get them straight, sorry. You have the choice to stay in this zone, or you have the power to take you out of that and find what emotionally makes you happier, what keeps you in a zone of peace. You can see he's quite peaceful in this card here. He's quite peaceful. He's closing his eyes and he's looking, he's allowing that emotional peace come in. Isn't that nice? I think I'll leave it there for you today, Earth signs. Have an awesome week. Okay, air signs, I'm going to draw a oracle card for the week for you to set your theme. Right, what does air signs need to hear this week? What does air signs need to hear this week, please? Cards are quite large. Let me shuffle them this way. What do air signs need to hear, please? Spirit, what does air signs need to hear this week? Music and movement. Oh, that's so nice for you, air signs. That is so nice for you. So you've got people that are having a bit of fun here with instruments, changing their mood, having looking at life on a different level to most. So if you're driving in your car, put the music on and have a little jive while you're driving. When you get home, maybe put the radio on and use music as movement to move the hormones in your body, to get your endorphins going, and your whole persona will change once you've got that attitude of happiness. Because you know, you think about it, you can only be joyful if you're moving, if you've got some movement going and your blood's pumping and everything is a bit more lifted. It lifts the whole atmosphere around you. So I like that for you, air signs. I'm going to use the Universal Celtic Tarot to give us a message. So what does air signs need? What is air signs need to focus on this week, besides music and besides having a little bit of fun and lifting their mood around them? What does air signs need to hear today? What does air signs need to hear? I'm going to take 2 cards. Let's take those 2. So air signs, you got the Tower card and you got the 10 of Wands. So it looks like, air signs, that this week is going to be quite challenging for you. There's going to be something coming in, or atmospheres, situations where you might feel like you are completely bogged down, especially with what both of these cards are, and you might feel, I don't know how I'm going to handle this burden of this week. I don't know where I'm stepping. The path is not clear for me. You might be taking on everybody else's nonsense for the week, and this week is going to force you to slow down and take time for music and movement. And that is a very simple but very strong message for you there. Very, very strong. It's a message saying that if you don't do this, it's going to be forced upon you. So this week might be very, very challenging for you, as I've said. And remember that everybody else's challenges, everybody else's burdens that they've got, they might be coming to you with something that they need help with. Don't take it on for yourself. Sit and try and encourage them to find peace within themselves. Ask them to find movement in their lives, or some kind of a way forward for them, because your oracle card is very much a finding a solution type of energy. I haven't used the guidebook for the others, but I'm going to go to the guidebook and just see what the guidebook says about the music and movement. When is the last time you went dancing? Do you ever have fun by allowing yourself to dance around your home in your favorite tunes? So it's saying that the first available opportunity that you have, treat yourself to some kind of therapy through dance and through movement, and watch what happens to yourself when you put music on and you be a little bit lighter in your body. You actually will find it as therapy, especially because of your two cards that have come in here this week. The Tower is a major arcana card, and it's saying to you, air signs, that there might be communications around you that are not right. There might be emotions that are around you that are quite heavy. There might be action that you can't take because you feel like you're so bogged down with everything. And what your spirit is saying to you today, what spirit is saying to you, what the angels are saying to you, please take time to find that peace for yourself, so that you can maybe gather up and regroup, because this is a regrouping energy for you. This is definitely a stop and regroup. But I do want to say to you that the 10 of Wands is usually, you're at the end of that cycle. You're at the end. So whatever's been accumulating for you, and the lightning might strike this week, you can say to yourself, you know what, it's the end of it now. I am going to walk through, and I'm going to leave behind the burdens that are weighing me down heavily. And remember this card this week, when you are battling and you're finding things that are just getting to you and you just can't cope, and this breakdown seems to be coming. Remember how you can rebuild. Remember the next step is taking a deep breath, letting that go for a bit, giving yourself a time out. And I think this analogy of music and movement is also a time out energy. It's also that message of give yourself a time out, because when you do that, you can see life differently and you can start again from a different foundation, not letting these people and these situations and life feel like it's everybody else's nonsense and not your own. So you can put down whatever you're carrying and start again the next week or the next day or the next hour or the next minute with a different way of approaching things once you've given yourself that peace. So I'm using the take what you need as a little inspo for the rest of the week. I think we need to have some color coming in for you now as an ending message. What do you need to take what you need? Let's have a look to see what's coming in for you, air signs. Cards went everywhere. I need to take a deep breath. Okay, air signs, because you are air signs as well, remember, take a deep breath. Use air as your calming use air as your calming factor. The path to peace requires relaxation. Let yourself rest. Okay, Spirit has given you this message twice now. Okay, you need to rest, air signs. You need to take a deep breath and rest. And I don't care what you tell yourself, you can rest. There are times that you can rest. Take those 5 minutes to breathe. Breathe in that air signs. Hello, water signs. I'm going to do a oracle card for your theme for the week. Let's have a look to see what is for water signs. Right, water signs. I'm a water sign, so this is for me as well. As I said in the intro, look at more than one. If your rising sign and your sun sign are both water, then you're scoring. Otherwise, please go and look at the other videos as well. So this is for water signs, please, Spirit. What does water signs need to adhere for the week? Openness. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So you're encouraged to open that door. Look what's waiting for you. A little unicorn. And of course, water signs are quite dreamy. We live in the world of flowing water, of that love flowing, and that openness that we have, and this is perfect for us. So what you're encouraged to do is open that door. Open the door to possibilities, to a beautiful new way of thinking, a new way of emotionally being. Let's have a look to see what the tarot cards bring in for that. Isn't that lovely? I love the colors in there too. You know, you've got your purples here, and you've got your green, your heart chakra, and your throat and crown, and it's your upper chakras, specifically your third eye. And of course, water signs are quite intuitive signs. So I'm using the Universal Celtic Tarot, my little mini deck, to come in with a message for water signs, please. What does water signs need to know today? What do they need to focus on with this openness? What do they need to focus on? I'm going to do one more. Okay. Right, let's have a look at that. I like to just see what's at the bottom of the deck as well. 2 of Wands, right. So I didn't do 3 cards for the others, but I did because of this one here. So we've got 7 of Cups. And you can see this dragon. This dragon holding a lot of cups, and you standing there looking at these cups, feeling overwhelmed because there's a dragon there. There's a dragon holding to your choices. So maybe that's why you're not being open. That's why this whole energy of the week might be keeping you back, because you're not quite sure of what step to take next. Especially with your 5 of Swords here. 5 of Swords are about thinking and about communications. And your communications around your choices are a little bit not debilitating, but a little bit daunting for you. And this 5 of Swords has got a fairy coming and pulling you away from that constant being on guard, and having words coming at you, having communications coming at you that don't match who you are inside. Your King of Wands here, he is sitting with a wand in his hand. He's got his energy in the grounding tree. He's got a dragon around him with fire. And usually King of Wands is about stepping up to the plate, stepping up and being in control of all of his actions, and giving you that, yes, you can do this energy. And he's very much a planner, following the plan, and go, let's get there, let's do it, let's not sit around and do nothing. So this energy for the week for you, water signs, is be open to the choices that come your way, and however they come to you, be sure that you are not doubting yourself, and your self-worth is not in the way there, because 5 of Swords is very much a defending yourself because you don't think you deserve things, or you are trying to fend off the thoughts and the people that are trying to put you down, and you're feeling like, oh, I need to get on top of that. So your self-worth might come into effect this week, and that is the openness card here, is allow dreams to come in, allow unicorns and rainbows to come in. And using this king energy, is saying, have a plan, make your choice, even though whatever choice you've made before might be something that you don't see in front of you. There are never mistakes in life. We are making choices to better ourselves. So I'm just trying to straighten these here. And when you're making that choice to better yourself, your self-worth might come into effect there, because you're thinking, I don't have the fire in me, I don't have that power, I might be too old, I might have had hurt before, I might have mistakes before, and therefore you get defensive and you get quite your self-worth goes down a little bit because you're thinking, I can't do that. But your King of Wands here, he's saying you can 100% do it. And remember, I looked to the bottom of the deck and you've got the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is saying that you can dominate the world. It's saying there that, because usually the bottom of the deck has an energy for the whole reading. It's the energy of the whole reading. And the Two of the Wands is saying is there is something out there for you. You need to change your whole perspective of it, especially with your openness here. Your message is so positive for you. So I'm going to end it off with a take what you need card. Just a nice your bottom of the deck card. I'm going to put it over here. Take what you need is such an inspirational, bright, happy deck, because this is it's going to be quite a challenging week for you, water signs, especially because you might not be allowing yourself to be open and allowing yourself to see the possibilities out there, especially with your self-worth bringing you down a bit, and you don't feel like you have the confidence to make choices. So let's have a look to see what is water signs, what a little inspirational message does water signs need to take with them for the week. What little inspirational message does water signs need to take with them for the week? All the cards that have come through have been so appropriate. To lift yourself up, release what has been weighing you down. Look at that. So let those leaves go. Let what has been weighing you down go, and open yourself up to a better plan, a better way forward. You can dominate this week. You can. Just be open to it. Just be open. Just allow things to come to you and lift yourself up to release that. Especially after you've got this, that is the choice you can make. That is the choice that you can make, to let your self-worth lift up a little bit easier into knowing that you've done this before. You've made choices before. You've been along the roads of openness. There you go. Lift yourself up and release what has been weighing you down. Okay, fire signs. Let's have a look to see what your oracle card has for you for the week. Right, fire signs. Spirit, what does fire signs need to hear for this week? What do they need to focus on this week? What do fire signs need to focus on this week? Let's have a look to see what fire signs need to focus on. They're quite large, so I'm just shuffling as best I can with my hands. Let's go. Acceptance. Ooh. Sorry about that. Phone. Acceptance. Okay. I think that was a little sonar coming down from Spirit for you. Acceptance. So we've got two people in a tent here, and they've obviously planned a whole weekend of camping. And you know what? It's raining. But what are they doing? They're enjoying it. They're lying on their stomachs, watching the rain as life goes by. So that is such a cute message that I love that. Acceptance. Can you see that nicely? I'm going to be using tarot cards to go with that message for you, and I'm using a little Universal Celtic Tarot. What does fire signs, or what do fire signs need to hear about the acceptance message coming through here? What do they need to hear? Such a nice card. I can't stop staring at it. The little rain coming down, and the two of them just accepting that they've got each other and their life is actually not as bad as they think it is. So, fire signs. What do fire signs need to hear? What do they need to focus on this week? Let's have a look. Okay, we've got the Hermit and King of Cups. Now, I love how the Hermit is in this beautiful field of fireflies. The Hermit card is always a card of stop what you're doing, go inside yourself and try and work out what it is that you need to work out in life. And there's no outside influence. But this Hermit in this Universal Celtic Tarot, she's walking through this beautiful, deep, dark forest, and that's scary. It's always scary for some. And along the way, you've got little fireflies giving you inspiration. She's holding a light, the light inside of you, to try and illuminate what it is that you need to face and what it is that brings you down. Now, in your your week, in this week for you, there's going to be rain coming down for you. There's going to be situations that you think, oh, really, is this really happening to me now? And that is the time that you need to sit and illuminate the good of it, if that makes sense. It's not really a changing it attitude of the outside, because you can't change it. There's situations that will come into your life this week that you don't have any control over, but you have got control over yourself, and you have got control how you process that and go forward in this week. And you've got the King of Cups here. Now the King of Cups, his energy is very much an acceptance. He might have bees floating around him. He's got a whole lot of bees in this hive here, but look what he's doing. He's putting his cup out to collect the honey, and he's not worried about getting stung by the bees. And he's got a whole lot of fireflies in this card as well. So there's definitely a illumination of self message coming for you this week, because you don't have control of what's going on outside of you, but you've got control of yourself. You've got control of your own emotions, and you've got control of how you process things. So that's the week of taking a breath, checking in with yourself. If it takes going to the toilet at work and just sitting on the toilet, even if you don't need to go to the loo, just sit there and talk to yourself. Give yourself a little chat and say, you know what, you don't have control of what's happening outside of you. You've got control of what's happening inside of you. You can make honey out of so you can take the honey what the bees are bringing around you. It's a busy week for you, but usually the Hermit is slowing you right down, and what's coming in, whatever is raining on your parade, have a look at the people around you and see how they're accepting it. Maybe you can change their attitude as well, and give them a bit of a boost to say, you know what, let us take the good with the bad. Let us not sweat the small stuff. That's the whole message of this whole week, is let's not sweat the small stuff. Let's take a step forward and step up to what we can control, because we can only control ourselves. And he's a very kind, giving king this. So we need to, obviously it's a king energy, but it's a gender-free reading here. So what you can do is help those around you see, pull them into what you see, and pull them into the gratitude of what is around you, rather than what you have got no control over. That's such a nice message for you, water signs. Oh, sorry. What are we on? Fire signs. Sorry. We're on fire signs. And fire signs, usually your personalities are always finding the solution and the positiveness and the get-go. So yeah, come back and read this message during the week if you need to. I'm going to end it off with Take What You Need Oracle card. It's such a lovely deck, this. I just think it's perfect for us to add some color to our week. And let's see what you need to take for your week, fire signs. What do you need to take for your week on top of this acceptance? Gosh, Tracy, what are you doing? What do you need to take? Let's have a look, fire signs. Let's have a look for you. Do your best to stay grounded and in touch with your own growth. I just think that what it's saying is that you will grow out of this situation this week that you have got no control over. This is a growth card. And this is a card to say to you, in this growth, you can be kind to yourself. You can be kinder to the situation you're in. So do your best to stay grounded and in touch with your own growth in the new moon that's happening this week.